Jake Bates. Throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone. Left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my. Making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards. 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. And the AFC East is up for grabs. Patriots with a win. They clinch the AFC East and a playoff berth. The Bills with a win. They can hang on a little bit while longer. The final month of games begins today. Welcome on in. How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday? Got 3 games going live with. It all starts in Foxborough for the AFC East matchup. I'm kind of hoping for chaos. It's kind of the one case where the team's tie-in might actually be beneficial. We'll see. This should be a pretty interesting game. The first time these two teams played, it was the Bills rivalries game back in week 5. Patriots got a very nice win. They've pretty much have had Josh Allen's number since he arrived. It's been a pretty even season. It's been a pretty even series between these two teams since then. So we'll see how this one plays out. The Patriots this season on a 10-game win streak. They've been playing really well. Looking to continue it today. We will see. We shall see. Kickoff moments away. Rome Odunze is being ruled out after being active. That's crazy. Damn, Chicago. That's reminded me. I adjusted my fantasy lineup on like Tuesday last week. Let me make sure it's all good before games start. Because I have a few minutes for that. Yeah. Yeah, it seems fine. All right. But kickoff moments away in Foxborough. And there's 3 playoff clinching scenarios this week. Also an elimination scenario for the Kansas City Chiefs. which that's interesting. If the Chiefs lose, I believe it's Chiefs lose, Denver win, and then 2 of the 3 AFC South teams in the Texans, Colts, or Jaguars are all win, then the Chiefs would get eliminated. It's crazy to think that the Chiefs can be eliminated with still 3 weeks to play in the season. I doubt that will happen, but we shall see. It was waiting for kickoff here. Yeah, with that, you want to keep an eye on. They're just waiting for kickoff. Awaiting kickoff. The Rams clinch a playoff spot with a win today. New England clinched the division with the win, as well as a playoff berth. They can also get in through losses to Houston and Indianapolis. Denver clinches a spot with a win. The Vikings are eliminated with a loss. The Lions can lose to potential 1 seed with a loss. Philly with a loss and wins from the Rams and Seahawks will get knocked out of the 1 seed. Carolina with a loss will get knocked out of the 1 seed. Obviously, Cincy a loss kicks them out of AFC North contention. Yeah, Miami with a loss tomorrow night and wins from Buffalo and Houston would eliminate them from the playoffs. That's the tough part about it. There's a ton of ways Kansas City can get eliminated. Jeez. All right. All right, it's snowing in Foxborough. That's definitely gonna play an impact in this one. The Bills are so much better of a team when they can get the ground game established with James Cook. We'll see if that's the case today. But first, the Patriots will get the ball first in this one. Yes, salute to John Cena. He had his last match last night. It was a fine match. I don't care. I follow wrestling and keep up with it because I have friends that do, but I'm not like a massive wrestling fan. I saw like how that match ended, and kind of like, yeah, and it was like, yeah, that's cool. You know, I kind of get it, but at the same time, you know, it's a whatever. What's up, T Fox? But with the John Cena match, it's one of those things where I'm sure like either tonight or tomorrow I'll be talking with some friends who are more into wrestling about it and get their thoughts on it. All right, so Buffalo set to send this one down. Taking a while to get the kickoff here. Jeez. All the other games on in this window have already had their kickoffs happen. And there's the kickoff in Foxborough. Going to be returned beginning from the 1-yard line. Room up past the 20, past the 25, down to the 27. Who other options do you have? Especially with all the games having just started. Like that's gonna push you in the pickle there. So Bills Patriots obviously can go live with Packers and Broncos in a later one because that has just a little bit more implications in the AFC, which is the conference I am. And then Sunday Night Football with the Vikings and Cowboys. May in shotgun going to hand this off up the middle, and there's space for a first down and more. Past the 40 and down to the 43. It is Ramondre Stevenson on the carry. Williams? Javante? Yeah, I guess I would lean more so towards Javante against that Minnesota defense. May under center, back in fullback behind him. Gonna toss this right side, and that's Trevion Henderson going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, is Jameson Williams for the flex? Then yeah, go with Josh Jacobs. Yeah, then go with Josh Jacobs. I don't trust the Lions offense too much today. May in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught for about a gain of 3-ish. That's Ramondre Stevenson on the reception. And first pass attempt of the day for Drake May is completed. And he's been having a really solid season in his second year. I don't have a lot of... It's one of those things where... second year jumps are always nice to see. It's just how is it gonna continue from, because Drake May had a great rookie season and had a massive fall off. May looking to throw in 3rd and 7. Has some time, pass right side, gonna be... That's a fantastic diving catch by Kayshon Boutte. There we go. I'm out kind of... What's up? Kayshon Boutte, an incredible diving catch down to the Buffalo 25-yard line. But New England's going to go hurry up here. May under center, going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to get stuffed at the line. I'll fight for about 2 on the play. Yeah, there was a ton of good games today, which is why I'm going quad box for this first window. Because also a ton of games have just playoff implications. Yeah. And I don't keep up with... There's a few NFL memes that catch my eye, but for the most part, not really. May in shotgun, going to hand this off the middle, then there's an end around left side, and has space inside the 20 and down to about the 16 there. That is Pop Douglas on the carry. And a 3rd and short coming up for New England. I like the play design. And Drake May, he gets a block there that definitely helps out to pick up the yards. Wasn't a clean block, but it was a block nonetheless. May in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the right as well. Handoff left side on 3rd and 1. Has the blocking for a first. Breaks 1 tackle inside the 10 and down to about the 6 for Ramondre Stevenson. This is as good of an opening drive as the Patriots could have asked for. Oh my, Houston. I think the only way the Patriots would get a better start to this game was if they just copied how Houston started this one. They had a 50-plus yard touchdown followed by forcing a fumble on the kick return. Okay, Houston, I see you. May in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and goal, they're saying from the 8-yard line. Going to keep it himself left side. Has a blocker. Going to get inside the 5. And Drake May takes it in. Patriots on the board first. It's an 8-yard touchdown run. And that's again, as good of a start to this game as the Patriots could have wanted. Easily moving the ball down the field. Oh yeah, Houston has been great this season. If every year in the NFL ends up being some kind of a Cinderella team in the playoffs, and Houston seems to be that one this year. Because I mean, they started 0-3, and just the defense has really helped out in turning this on. And then the offense, I was saying during predictions and during power rankings, if the offense can get it going these next 2 weeks, they're going to be a legit threat. And the offense is seemingly getting things going. Extra point is up and good for New England. We head to a commercial break after a fantastic opening drive from the Patriots. Mahomes has a 3rd and 11 coming up now. Yeah, again, a ton of eyes on New England in this one. And in New England, yes, and also in Kansas City, as they look to stave off elimination for one more week. With how Jacksonville and Houston are looking right now, it's going to be a very interesting game in Kansas City. We're still at commercial break. Keep. Let me keep these up just so I have. This. Yeah, let me keep these playoff scenarios up on his other monitors just so I have them for throughout the day. All right, Houston's going to settle for a field goal after the fumble on the kick return. All right. Okay, seemingly every Kansas City elimination scenario requires a Buffalo win as well. Yeah, a lot of eyes on this 1 o'clock slate. It's still crazy that that Kansas City can be eliminated from the playoffs by 4 o'clock today. That just does not feel right. But that's been the season they've been playing like. And that's been their season this year. All right, just coming back from commercial break, we await Buffalo's opening drive. After a great drive from New England. Solid 8 plays, 73 yards, expanded 4.5 minutes. Let's see how Buffalo responds as New England is set to send this one down. 10:21 to play in the first. Oh yeah, Brady Cook is getting the start today for New York. I forgot about that. Jeez, we sacked him 6 times last week. All right, New England set to send this one down. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 6-yard line. Room out past the 20, 25, past the 30, 35, 40, 45, past midfield, and out of bounds at the plus 49-yard line. Ray Davis, an excellent return, and the Buffalo Bills are in striking distance already. All right. And there's definitely one way to bounce. There's definitely one way to respond. Yeah, they're showing back to the Kayshon Boutte grab on New England's opening drive. They got him down inside the 30. All right, Allen under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna play action and look to throw. With some time, Allen pass right side, has a man. It's gonna be bobbled and caught along the sideline. We're gonna see as it's being ruled, it's down at the 14. He bobbles that quite a bit. I believe that's Brandon Cooks on the reception. Does he get his feet in? And now Buffalo goes hurry up, and now we have a stoppage. And New England will challenge. I don't think he had that either. Expedited review, ruling it incomplete now. And yeah, that right foot just never retouches. That's a tough one for Britt. You need to catch that ball. Yeah, that right foot never retouches. Yeah, it's by an inch. But I mean, Brandon Cooks needs to catch that as soon as it arrives. Like he's a seasoned vet. That's a perfectly placed ball. That probably is 6 if he just catches that when it gets there. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and he gets to inside the 45 at the 44, just about. I mean, that's also just been the entirety of like a talking point with the Bills has been just lack of depth at receiver. Like even when they had Stephon Diggs, I mean, like they had Gabe Davis and Matt Collins, who are 2 solid guys. But like they never really could properly build that receiving core outside of having 2 fantastic tight ends in Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. And Allen in shotgun, 4 receiving options to the left, going to look to throw once again on 3rd and 5. Trying to step up, pass right side, overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Dalton Kincaid, and the Bills will go 3 and out, despite having an easy chance to get inside the 20 on the first play of the drive. That's a tough series of events. Kincaid is open there. Allen just doesn't have his feet set. There's also another receiver over the middle that is wide open. That probably would have been an easier throw. But still. The Bills will punt. Not how they wanted to start this. Punt comes off clean. And it's going to go out of bounds near like the 15-ish. You can say out of bounds at the 12. So New England will start from there. Arizona is going to get killed. And Miami just tweeted out video of their practice from yesterday at night in the snow in Pittsburgh. And I think that's the first ever in team history that's happened. I'm all here for it. Tomorrow night, it's a massive game for the Dolphins. As we're at commercial break. Yeah. Kansas City is in a very they're in a good spot because they need Buffalo to win, and I'm not sure how likely that is after the first 2 drives. I mean, obviously it's Buffalo, so you never know. But then the other 2 teams they would need to lose. Okay, no, they need Buffalo to lose, which is likely. But then the other 2 teams they need to lose is Jacksonville and Houston. And they're playing the Jets and Cardinals respectively. You can pretty much just guarantee those. If Kansas City gets eliminated today. And that's a great throw from Trevor Lawrence as I'm talking about. And that's kind of the all eyes is on pretty much on all of these games. It's great. It's great. You get to the final month of the season. You want to have like 6 games over the course of the day to have to watch. In which case we have like 7 or 8, because even though Seahawks and Colts isn't like a great game, I mean you get to watch Phillip Rivers being back because he's getting the start today for them, which is going to be crazy. Yep, just coming back from commercial break. New England has ball on their own 12-yard line to start the drive. What you get? This is a great chance for New England early in this game. .907 to play in the first quarter. May under center. Back and fullback behind him, gonna toss this right side. And that is in past the 15 to about the 16 for Trevion Henderson on the carry. All right. So 2nd and 6 coming up. May in shotgun, a back to each side. Ball on their own 16. Gonna hand this off once again up the middle, and there's space for Henderson. Gonna get enough for the first thanks to a nice stiff arm up to about the 24. All right. If New England can keep this ground game going, it's gonna be a long day for Buffalo. May under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Has some time, dump off right side. Can he be caught? And that is down to about the 30 for Trevion Henderson. All right, 3 straight plays to Henderson. And it's 3 straight plays that work exactly how I want them to. Second and 3 now coming up after the gain of 7. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, this is the second NFL season I'm doing. So like, there's still parts of it where I'm getting into a rhythm still and learning, but it's been a fun journey of all of it. Hand off up the middle for Henderson. Can they get about 2 to make it a 3rd and short? It also helps that I also go live with the UFL games in the spring, so that just allows me even more room to just get in. It allows me even more time to just get accustomed to it. Yeah, 3rd and 1, 6:45 to play in the first quarter. May in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the right. It's a 3rd and like 1.5 or so. It's a 3rd and a long one. Man in motion, right to left. As May looks to throw. Quick pass left side, gonna be incomplete. Off the mark, looking for Mac Hollins and the Patriots. The Patriots will punt. All right. I mean, still a solid drive. I mean, just because it wastes time and you got some movement going in there, but that's just. He tried throwing back shoulder. Hollins had a step. If he throws that down the field, you probably convert. Listen, I'm never opposed to a solid back shoulder throw. All right, punt comes off clean, going to be let bounce and down at about the 17. All right. Yeah, I'm just like semi rooting for the Patriots today because I would like to see the AFC East be a lot more competitive all around, similar to what the NFC East is. But as like yeah, the backdrop says I'm a Dolphins fan, so it's like if it was up to me, I would find a way for both teams to lose this game. But I would rather New England just win the division. No, it's good. Because also, if New England wins the division this week, it means that y'all might rest your starters in Week 18, when hopefully Miami will be in a win and in game for the playoffs. So it's a give or take situation. There's layers to this. As we're at commercial break. The Chargers have been having a solid drive here for their first of the game. Third and 1 for the Chargers. Herbert. Handoff. Yeah, first down. Houston continuing to dominate Arizona. Bears up 7-0 over Cleveland early on in that one. Tied game between the Bengals and Ravens. Commanders up 3-0. Eagles up 7-0. Jaguars up 14-0. Texans up 10-0. Chiefs up 7-0 early. Yeah, it's a 4-game. Yeah, 4-game win streak. Won 5 of last 6. Again, yeah, they've looked really solid down the stretch. I like that they've changed their mindset offensively to become more of a ground-based team. Something that I've been asking for a few years now. But it's still like tomorrow night's gonna be the big judgment point because the cold always hurts the Dolphins. So if they can at least play competitively and make that game close, it'll at least show something to me. Yeah, it probably was. Even though Mahomes had that good scramble for the touchdown. It's probably going to be Lions-Rams as the best. As Allen under center, going to hand this off up the middle for about 2 to James Cook. It would either be Rams, Lions, or Packers, Broncos. Second and 8 coming up for Buffalo. That was a good throw from Brady Cook. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Allen with some time, dump off left side, going to be caught by Ty Johnson, and that gets to about the 24. I feel like at some point I need to make a video about this, but there is such a thing as a good defensive game. Not all defensive games are bad. The same way that not all offensive games are good, not all defensive games are bad. I am like, a good defensive game is as entertaining to me as a good offensive game. On 3rd and 4, there's a penalty before the snap, going to be a false start against Buffalo. Yeah, their offenses are inconsistent, but at the same time, it's the fact that you know that their offenses can be, on any given week, their offenses can be a really good offense. That makes it so when we get a defensive matchup like this, it's going to be a good defensive matchup. Now, like, Eagles-Chargers is an example of 2 offenses that are inconsistent, can give you a good showing, but still produce in a bad defensive game. 3rd and 9, Allen in shotgun looking to throw. Pressure comes quick, escapes 1, but can't escape the 2nd. He's sacked back at the 11. And the 3rd down issues for Buffalo continue. They go 3 and out once again. Jack Gibbons gets the sack up the middle. Yeah, that was a perfectly dialed up blitz. Yeah. Alright, so Buffalo punt comes off clean. Going to be returned, muffed, but picked up at about the 47. Gets to about midfield. So New England will start from there. Yeah, Houston's up 17-0 now over Arizona. That game's going to be ugly. Not surprised, though. And we're heading to commercial break. with about 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. All right. Hey, Jets have first and goal. Find the end zone so I can have bragging rights over Jacksonville for like half a week. Hey, there you go. Brady Cook, first career touchdown pass to Adonai Mitchell. Hell yeah. I mean, if the Jets ride Brady Cook the rest of the way and they win out, is there talk of them even drafting the quarterback in the Jets? No, they're probably going to anyway. I don't know, but with it being the Jets, any way they can shoot themselves in the foot, they're going to take it. And it's still that commercial break in this one. I mean, in theory they could. In actuality, probably not. That's there. So they have Jacksonville right now. It's Jacksonville, New Orleans, New England, and Buffalo. So most likely no. But the fact that there's a potential chance there. And that would completely throw off anything the Jets probably have planned and would be the most Jets thing possible. Like that would be perfect. But even then though, like they have 3 first round picks. They're gonna trade up anyway to get their guy. So it's one of those things where they can win out and still be set up pretty nicely. All right, just getting back from commercial break. May looking to throw. Pressure coming quick. Avoids 1 sack. Has space to run past the 40-35 and sliding down near the 33. Drake May using his legs in this one aplenty. Yeah, he somehow made 3 Bills miss in the backfield there. That's a great play. The ball now on the plus 33. May under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. In the toss right side, a throwback to May. He'll look to throw. Pass left side, a wide open receiver inside the 25 and down to about the 20. That's Mac Hollins on the reception. Patriots getting tricky with it, and it's working. Meanwhile, Xavier Worthy is still to get up for Kansas City right now. That's a tough blow to them. Yeah, just standard halfback throwback. And Hollins is wide open. Inside the 20 at the 19, May in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side, wide open is from Andre Stevenson. Inside the 15 and down to about the 11. 2nd and 2 coming up, and yeah, the Patriots are moving. I never thought it would be this soon after Brady left that we'll be talking about. I guess O-line is a different story than with like just in general team wise. But the Patriots O-line already in this game has been looking light years better than Buffalo's. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 2 can get space to about the 6 and a first down for New England. First and goal coming up. Trevion Henderson on the carry. Yeah, they're set up to win this game. All right, first and goal. May under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle for Trevion Henderson. Going to be met behind the line for a loss of about 1. I could see 31-13 being the final. I could also see it more so like 27-10 or 27-20. 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We got one more play at minimum before the quarter ends. May alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And taking himself up the middle and walking in. Touchdown, New England. His second rushing touchdown of the game already. And they're up to an early 2-score lead with 25 seconds to play in the first. Oh yeah, this game could get ugly quick. Was that a designated play? Oh yeah, no, that is a QB draw. That is 2 touchdowns on 2 designated scrambles for Drake May. And he had 8 entering this game. He had 8 designated QB runs called for him entering this. They're using his legs more than they have all season, and it's working. Extra point up and good. Yeah, this is... I was hoping Buffalo would at least keep this close. And what happens with Buffalo after this season? Keep the ball out of Henderson's hand. At some point, Henderson's gonna get a score. What? Let's say New England does get blown out in this game. And they they can't find a way to keep this relatively close. What happens with Buffalo? Because like their window might firmly be closed. The AFC East can get very weird in the next 2 years. All right, kickoff underway. I meant to say Buffalo, yeah. Gonna be returned up to about the 29. Yeah, I meant to say Buffalo there. I mean, again, there is that very small possibility that Buffalo just completely turns it on in this after this quarter. Doubted though. I do get to laugh at the Bills, yeah. Handoff left side, gonna have space past the 35 and down to about the 40-ish. Should be enough for a first down. That's Ty Johnson on the carry. And that should be the end of the first quarter on top of it. Yep, they're going to let this clock run. All right, 15 minutes in the books. This game has been all New England. Josh Allen has 4 passing yards in the first quarter. God damn. I feel bad for Arizona as well. But this is a bit of a blessing in disguise for them, I feel, as well. Because like they tried their hardest to stick with Kyler Murray for as long as they could. And now, like, this has definitely forced their hand to be like, we need to properly hit the reset. And they're in a decent spot to do so as well. I mean, yeah, they sit at currently the 8th overall pick, which is crazy with them being 3-10. But they could definitely move up. They can definitely work something to get someone in the offseason. Who does Carolina play again? New Orleans, right? Yeah, I think Carolina. Yeah, I think Carolina wins today and gets up one game in that division. Which, if they do, next week's game is massive. Tampa and Carolina play each other next week. If the Panthers win today, that game can lead to the Panthers clinching the NFC South. And of course, that's a 1:00 kick. Like, come on. Yeah, like now, if that was a 4:00 game, that would have been the easiest decision to go live with. Because there's like no 4:00 games next week. Yeah. And with that game getting flexed, yeah, damn. Oh well. That'll be the case for like how I'm doing now, probably where I have it part of a quad box, maybe. We'll see. So we're at commercial break for the end of the first quarter. Yeah, but Arizona's starting to move on this drive. As Jacksonville just went up 21-7. Alright, just getting back from commercial break. 2nd and 1 for Buffalo from the 39-yard line. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Going to keep it himself right side for a first and getting down inside, getting down past the 45 to about the 47. Yeah, they can be eliminated. It would require a few things to happen today. But nah, we still go live with Dolphins games even if eliminated. Mainly because I do not see Buffalo winning. And that would be like one of the bigger. It's like if Buffalo and the Colts both lose today, Miami is guaranteed to be still be in contention no matter what happens tomorrow. Allen gonna keep it himself right side, gonna get about 4 on the play up to about midfield. He's being forced to use his legs a bit more. Yeah. New England had a free rusher there, just couldn't bring him down. But that's kind of the story with Josh Allen. I mean, even when teams are eliminated, their games still mean something. At that point, it's just evaluation for the next year. Hand off to James Cook up the middle, going to get about 5-ish near the 45-yard line. Should be a 3rd and 1 coming up. Yeah, the first quarter was New England dominance for it. It's been interesting. Yep. At 3rd and 1, going to QB sneak this for a first down, gain of about 2 for Josh Allen. This has been their best drive so far. I mean, the other 2 were 3 and out, so it's not a lot of competition. But if they can finish this drive in the end zone, it sets themselves up still pretty nicely. Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off left side for Cook. Breaks off 1 tackle and going to get about 2. Right. 2nd and 9. $12 minutes to play in the first half. Allen in shotgun. Back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna look to throw. Pressure coming quick. Allen stepping to his right, trying to avoid and unable to. Sacked back at the 48-yard line. And a 3rd and long coming up. I mean, this is the situation the Patriots want to put Buffalo in pretty much the entire game. Get him to obvious passing downs and take advantage of an offensive line that has been weak, especially on 3rd down. If you're going to hold Buffalo to 3rd down, make it a 3rd and long and force them to beat you through the air on 3rd down. Because then it's been a the 3rd down sack rate that's been a career high for Allen this season. Quick throw right side on 3rd and 15 is going to only get to about the 40-ish, but still plenty short of the first. Khalil Shakir on the reception. Going to be about a 4th and 8. Damn, that's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, he's been playing well against this Jets team today, which again, kind of expected. It's the Jets. All right, punt comes off clean and going to be down at about the 6. Yeah. I mean, wait, I know like that's a decision where I get the thought process because of how well Cincy played in the first meeting with Burrow back. But still, there's like a handful of teams in the NFL where if I have a player on fantasy going against them, no matter what position they are, they're in my lineup guaranteed. The Jets are one of them. The Saints are one of them. Who else? Washington at this point, kind of New York. The Giants. Uh, Not necessarily change, but yeah, we will pay more attention to some other games. Because again, I have a quad box going, but I'm not like actively calling those right now. But yeah, there would definitely be more focus, especially on this Kansas City game. Even though the Bills losing will keep the Chiefs alive for another week, that's still a game of importance. Because a Chargers loss sets Miami up pretty well. Yeah, bad commercial break. Yeah, Chargers and Bills loss could put Miami to 2 games behind them after a win tomorrow night. And then if the Colts lose later as well, Miami get a game behind them. Oh, Kansas. Okay, wait, Miami has a chance to jump Kansas City in the standings as well due to conference record. Because that's why KC is a tiebreaker over us right now. Alright, so Miami should be able to move up in the standings pretty much no matter what. As long as they win tomorrow. Hand off to Stevenson up the middle, gonna get about 4 or 5 to about the 10 or 11 yard line as we're just coming back from commercial break. I would definitely be surprised if this game is that big of a blowout. I can't see Buffalo not putting up at least 20 in this game. Handoff left side for Henderson is going to get about 4 up to the 15. 3rd and 1 coming up. At some point, Buffalo is going to start playing more aggressive on 4th down. And through that, they'll sustain more drives and find the end zone a few times. Which I think if you're the Bills, you're probably thinking about playing more aggressive starting as early as next drive. As long as you get into a 4th and short-ish situation. Technically, KC Chiefs and Chargers is competitive. That's a 7-3 game right now. Toss right side on 3rd and 1 for Ramondre Stevenson. Can get the first down and more. Past the 20 to about the 22. Yeah, for the most part, there's not... I mean, Ravens and Bengals is still at 0-0. That's still competitive. What has been happening in this game? Yeah. Got it. That's what. Lamar Jackson technically at -5 passing yards right now. Crazy. May under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Quick pass right side. Going to be caught past the 25. Breaks off 1 tackle and ball comes loose. But they're going to say down at the spot up to about the 26. Lamar Jackson was just intercepted as well as I'm looking at this game. What is Ravens Bengals right now? Yeah, kind of Lamar makes sense. Final score for this game, I'm still gonna say like 27-17. New England's drives have been pretty long sustaining. 2nd and 6, handoff up the middle, gonna have space for Trevion Henderson down to about the 35. Enough for a first. Just under 8 minutes to play in the half. As there's a Bill slow to get up as well. Well, that's Jordan Phillips slow to get up. And we're going to head to an injury timeout and commercial break. Some family think I look like Josh Allen, which not winning right now. I even had someone like last year when I was doing a Bills game. I had someone say I looked like Josh Allen. It's funny. They're not winning right now though. Also, it was also more apparent when the beard was growing out a bit more. Yeah, Houston's moving the ball with ease in that one. Both the Chargers and Chiefs were able to move the ball in their opening drive. Since then, a whole lot of nothing. This is at commercial break. Bears up 14-0 over Cleveland. Tied game 0-0 between the Ravens and Bengals. Chiefs up 7-3. Commanders up 10-0 over the Giants. Eagles up 10-0 over the Raiders. Jaguars up 21-7 over the Jets. And the Texans up 17-7 over Arizona. I mean, their 2 statement wins will be against Buffalo. Like, obviously, yes, they're real contenders. They're gonna have home playoff games. That massively helps out when you have an inexperienced playoff team like New England does. But it's still like they're still a pretty young team. So through that, I need to see them in the playoffs first before I can say how much of a contender they are. Either way, if not this season, definitely next season is when we can see Buffalo take that. Not Buffalo. See New England take that next jump. I could see Denver make it all the way as well. The AFC is going to be weird this year. as Herbert just threw an interception. All right, just coming back from commercial break. May under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Gonna toss this left side for Travion Henderson, and gonna be brought down well behind the line, back near the 29-yard line. It's a loss of 6. All right. I think the Bills will still make the playoffs. I know that their remaining schedule is kind of hit or miss. Because they still have Philly to play, and then besides that is Cleveland and New York. So I doubt they miss the playoffs. But I mean, we could see Buffalo being one and dones, which would be weird. May and shotgun, a back to each side. Going to look to throw in 2nd and 15. Has some time. Pass right. Pass over the middle. Going to be a great jump and catch. Up to about the 48. And it's Mac Hollins on the reception. Yeah, that catch is just second nature to him. That's a beautiful catch. Again, I wish Mac Hollins never left Miami. He was someone that would have been great to have over the past few years, just being that guy that can go up and get passes like that. May under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there's space. Past the 45-40, 35-30. A foot race for the end zone. Travion Henderson wins it 20-0 New England. 52 yards to the house, and this game is getting ugly. With 5:53 to play in the first half. Travion Henderson house call. No Burrow is like, that's happened before, but yeah, no Lamar and no Mahomes in the playoffs is going to be crazy. Travion Henderson. Man, oh man. Extra point up and good. This game's ugly. How does Buffalo do this? It feels like every other week Buffalo just sleepwalks out on the field. As we're at commercial break. I mean, like we've known Buffalo's run defense has been bad pretty much all year, but still. Yeah, like entering today's game, the Bills have the 5th worst running defense. So like I'm not too surprised that Stevenson and Henderson are having great games. But the fact that the Bills offense, who coming off of a great offensive showing against Cincy last week, just cannot find a rhythm. No, definitely not still saying 27-17. But again, I still think Buffalo can get on the board to some degree. I just don't know to what now. Because I mean, this is gonna force them to play a lot more aggressive, which is going to help them. But we're at about 6 minutes left in the first half, and Josh Allen has 11 passing yards. James Cook has 14 rushing yards. Like you're not gonna win games like that. 42-7 is definitely a possibility. Yeah, I am shocked by just how little Buffalo's been able to do. Yeah. Just coming back from commercial break. We await New England to send this one away. Hey, Baltimore finally got on the board. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Room out past the 20, 25 past the 30, 35 past the 40, and down to about the 44. The Bills special teams are on one today. There is a penalty down. If Buffalo goes 3 and out on this drive, yeah, this game might as well be over. It's a face mask against New England. Gonna put 15 after the spot or after the return. This is the best starting field position Buffalo is going to have today, most likely. They need to be able to capitalize off of it. Yeah, point differential by halves this season. New England, a really good first half team. Buffalo, one of the best second half team. So there might be a tale of two halves here. I mean, yesterday between South Carolina State and Prairie View A&M. Prairie View A&M was up 21-0. South Carolina State came back to win that game in overtime. Allen dump off right side for James Cook is going to lose about 2. That does not help. Buffalo may finally score, but after going backwards there, going to be ball on the plus 43. The Bills need points in this half, though. They get ball to begin the second half. So they're like, that's a fine situation to be in there. They need to score. They need to make a stop to end the half. Allen in shotgun back to his right. Handoff up the middle. It's James Cook with space. Past the 35 and down to about the 31. Gain of 12 and a first down Buffalo. All right, that's a first down is great. You have not gotten a lot of those today. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, three receivers to the left as well. Can send one of them in motion towards the right. As Allen going to hand this off once again to James Cook. Inside the 30 and down to about the 28. All right. Second and 7. 4 minutes to play in the half. All right, Allen in shotgun. Back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw, quick pass left side, going to be caught for a gain of about a yard or so for Khalil Shakir. Buffalo gets ball to begin the second half. So again, they set themselves up pretty well. So a 3rd and 5. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Play clock winding down. They get the snap as Allen looks to throw. Has time. Pass right side. Wide open for a first and more. Inside the 15, the 10, and out of bounds to about the 7. Dawson knocks on the reception. And the Bills have entered the red zone for the first time tonight. Buffalo sauce is kind of weak. I've gotten really used to buffalo sauce on wings that I can't really eat it anymore. If I want to have if I want to have a kick to my wings. And New England will call their first timeout. It's still a nice taste in sauce. But like if I want to have some spice, like some kick to my wings, I can't do buffalo sauce anymore. Yeah, the defense is showing some cracks, but that's why they call it timeout there to be able to regroup. Hey, the Jets might have their quarterback in Brady Cook. He's he's making some nice throws today. All right, 2.5 to play in the first half. First and goal from the 7. Allen in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's gonna get them to about the 5-yard line. And they can let this go to the 2-minute warning if they choose. Yeah, Brandon Cooks is still in the league. He was released by New Orleans about two or so weeks ago. And he signed on with Buffalo in their practice squad. And because they've been so banged up at receiver, he's on there. Was then signed to the active roster. As that'll be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Buffalo having their best drive so far. Aided by a face mask on the kick return, but still solid drive. You can take it when you can. Yeah, Gabe Davis is inactive again this week for Buffalo. Buffalo's receiving room is a complete mess. And that has played a role in their postseason success for years now. I mean, like, Khalil Shakir is arguably their best receiver, which is like a fine receiver to have, but not as your receiver one. Joshua Palmer, Keon Coleman, who was supposed to be their receiver one, and just has not lived up to the expectations, and they passed on 2 or 3 other guys to get him. Tyrell Shavers is in there, which is a fine depth piece. Brandon Cooks, fine depth piece at this point. And then you have Gabe Davis, who is inactive due to coach's decision today. Curtis Samuel and McCole Hardman, who are both on IR. McCole Hardman played about 5 snaps for the Bills before getting hurt and being placed on IR. So their receiving room is a mess. How do you fix it? No idea. Did I? I think I know how to misspell this poem. No, the Pats defense don't completely fall apart. I think it's one of those things where I think it's more so one of the things where they just needed to regroup. And they're gonna be able to bend, don't break. Yeah, that happens. I type fast, so sometimes I flip the E and H in them. I forgot Isaiah Bond was in Cleveland. All right, just getting back for the final 2 minutes in the first half. Second and goal from the 5-yard line for Buffalo. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion right to left. Allen looking to throw, dump off left side. James Cook, walk in, touchdown Buffalo. Finally, they get on the board. It took them long enough. And then there's some life. There is some life in Buffalo. Is a comeback on the horizon? We will see. What a throw from CJ Stroud. My God. On the run, CJ Stroud with a beaut. All right, the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 21-7. Again, there's still a world for the comeback. They have all 3 timeouts. They can get the ball back before the half ends. They get ball to begin the second half. There's still a chance here. And we just saw yesterday that those chances are more so probable than not. Also, what did the Chargers just do? Why did Keenan Allen you were in field goal range, Keenan Allen. Why did you lateral it backwards 15 yards? What? Nah, I need to see this full play again. That was a legitimate play call that the Chargers just did. You had field goal range. You're down by 7. Whatever, I'm cool with it. All right, Buffalo set to send this one away. And kickoff by Matt Prater is going to be returned to the 35-yard line as they do touch this, as is a touchback in the end zone. It's a good idea to try and save some time here. Again, try and get the ball before the half ends so you can double up. First and 10 from the 35. May in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. As May is going to hand this off left side for Henderson. Gonna get only about 1 yard. And the Bills will call their first timeout as they look to get the ball before the half ends. Oh no, and it's clocked around a bit actually. Never mind. All right. Second and 9 coming up. May in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Pass over the middle. Is caught to the 42. What a catch from Stephon Diggs. And it'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up with 1 minute to play in the half. That's a great throw and a great catch. Yeah, they're going to let this clock run a bit. What do you mean you're cooked? How bad is it? How bad is your fantasy going right now? May in shotgun looking to throw in 3rd and 3. Pass over the middle, wide open, down to the 40. It's Hunter Henry on the reception. And with 30 seconds to play in the half, we have a timeout being called. Yeah, that's a wide open Hunter Henry. Jeez. Yeah, they're having no issues against this Buffalo defense, and they're calling their second timeout as well. Yeah, you're probably cooked. You're probably cooked. I will see. All right, main shotgun looking to throw. We need 5 yards for field goal range, and we're going to have a stoppage. It's Buffalo calling their first timeout before the ball was snapped. All right, 32 seconds to play in the half. Still can't believe Phillip Rivers is getting the start today for Indy. First and 10. Main shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. May looking to throw. Has time. Gonna step up and take it himself. Has space. Past the 30, trying to get out of bounds. And going to get to about the 29. And they rule that he gets out of bounds. So the clock stops with 23 seconds. New England in field goal range. Thanks to the 11-yard scramble, and they're gonna overturn this to the clock being run in, so they're probably gonna have a 10-second runoff, I guess. Because May was definitely down before getting fully out of bounds. I mean, you could just have New England call the timeout, but I doubt they will with 1 remaining. Refs are discussing with Vrabel as well. Yep, 10-second runoff. As neither team's calling a timeout. So it'll be 13 seconds left in the half. Ball on the plus 29. If Vrabel is telling him to hurry it up. Main shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Clock will start running on the ref's whistle, which should be happening soon. Refs are still holding this. What's? All right, now saying 15 seconds. All right, main shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Bill send 4. Has time, pass deep for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Looking for Matt Collins, good coverage there. May takes a hit and is a little shaken up. 6 seconds remain. Tre'Davious White was a corner in coverage there. It's not a bad hit. May was more so staying down due to the reaction on the incompletion. 6 seconds, still with a timeout. Offense is on the field. And Buffalo will call their second timeout. I doubt they'll actually run a play here. At most, New England might just be working towards centering the ball. And since they have a timeout, they have the opportunity to do so. So 2nd and 10. May in shotgun, a back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. As they're going to hand this off up the middle. Past the 25 to past the 20 and sliding down at about the 12 or about the 14, about the 17. And yeah, the clock did not run till late there. Vrabel was trying to call a timeout. The clock, at least on the CBS's clock, it did not begin running until Henderson was already down. Yeah, it didn't run at the snap, and they're gonna give the Patriots about 2 seconds. It was Mondre Stevenson on the carry. I mean, yeah, in theory, that type of play only takes about 4 seconds, so I get it, but that's still, yeah. All right, 36-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. All right, that brings us to halftime. Buffalo gets ball to begin the half, and as mentioned earlier by the broadcast as well, the Patriots are a top 5 team in the first half. They have a plus 74 point differential in the first half. In the second half, the Bills are the best team in the second half, plus 94 point differential. So this should be an interesting second half of play. Yeah, but yeah, that was a pure dominant of a first half for New England, as you could probably ask for. That was a great first half of action for them. Yep, at halftime. All right, Bears up 14-0 over Cleveland as that game's approaching the half. Ravens up 7-0 over Cincy. That game's approaching the half. Chiefs up 10-3 over the Chargers. There's a minute and a half left until halftime there. Commanders up 13-7 over the Giants. About 2 minutes until halftime. Eagles up 17-0 over the Raiders at the half. Jaguars up 21-10 over the Jets with 2 minutes to play there till the half. Texans up 23-7 over the Cardinals with about a minute and a half till halftime, though there was just a bad injury for Arizona. That's going to put that game on hold for a bit. Myles Garrett's at 21 sacks. If so, I'm going to turn off this Texans game and put on the Browns one as part of the quad box. Is he really? Damn, okay. Yeah, no, let me adjust the quad box a bit then. Because I want to see him break the record when it happens. Because it's at this point it's going to. There we go. He might. I mean, yeah, if he's already at 2 sacks in this game. There's a nice throw by Caleb Williams. There's a. But the record is the single season sack record is 22 and a half. If Garrett's sitting about 21, he's at 20 or 21 right now. Either way, he very well might get it in this game. What is the Browns' remaining schedule? If not this game, I could see him getting it against Buffalo. Just because of the third down issues that the Bills have had this year. Yep, at halftime. Yeah, he might. It again, but I haven't really like this is something that I haven't really thought about because it's just unlikely. What if the Bills lose out? Just what if they lose out? Because with how they're playing today and how they've played for the most part of the past month, they very well might. I mean, it's definitely unlikely because they have the Jets and Browns still to play, but you never know. With the Browns defense, yep, at halftime. Chicago gonna be sending on a long field goal try here. No, they're not. No, they're gonna Hail Mary this probably. Yeah, I mean they could drop. I mean, they lose this one and lose against Philly. There's your two drops. Which we had, yeah, Miami would jump them because of Bills. No, the Bills need to lose another one. Yeah, the Bills need to lose 3 of the last 4 for Miami to jump them. Assuming Miami wins out, which is, eh. I mean, the more and more the weeks are going, Miami winning out is looking more and more likely because they have because with 2 home games in there, both being at 1 o'clock, you have, I mean, with how Tampa has been looking, with Cincy being kind of just the weird team they are and their lack of a defense. The Steelers' bad run game in the past few weeks, or run defense, and then if the Patriots rest their starters week 18, there is a path. They're gonna need a lot of help though. All right, Chicago Hail Mary coming up. 10.5 there. Oh, they're going hook and ladder. Yeah, that did not work as expected for them. Okay. What a throw from Justin Herbert. That's gonna put the Chargers in the field goal range. No, that ball doesn't survive the ground. Still a great throw from Herbert, but unfortunate. And got about 3.5 remaining in halftime. Waiting to start the second half. I don't think so. We can check. Yeah, bracket, there we go. Yeah, there is a losers. There's a consolation stuff. Yeah. But it's not like a proper bracket format. It's just consolation stuff. Yeah, and week 16 and 17 is the championship for our league because I didn't want to include week 18 because of starters being benched and all that. Yeah. Which I think it's more likely that the Rams just play Jameson Williams really well instead of, the other thing. Yep. Second half should win away here soon. Good morning. It has been a 1 o'clock slate with non-competitive games. It's been something to begin this day. Oh, Caleb Williams got banged up at some point. Is that at the end of the half? Yeah, that was it. At the end of the half, Caleb Williams was shaken up. That's something to keep an eye on. Ravens ended up going up 14-0. Now the Bengals can't get fully eliminated, right? Oh yeah, no, they're eliminated with a loss. Yeah, because then they get eliminated for the AFC North. Yeah. And with how this game is going so far, Miami is going to be safe for one more week. All right, second half can be underway here soon. Let's see how the second half goes. Again, the Bills are the best second. Oh, what a throw from Herbert! What a throw from Herbert. The Chargers pulled it within 3 as we get to halftime there. Yeah, the Bills are the best second half team, at least by point differential. They have a near plus 100 point differential in the second half. So down by 17, you never know. Could a comeback be in store? Time will tell. New England set to send this one away. And the second half has begun. Kick going to be returned from a yard deep in the end zone. Gets up past the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, and down to the plus 42. Ray Davis is having himself an incredible day as a return man. I'm not sure. I'm willing to say the Bills' special teams is just that good because the Patriots are one of those teams that always seemingly have a really good special teams as well, especially in the coverage game. All right, this great starting field position. How do you capitalize? Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle. James Cook with space past the 35 and down to about the 32. Should be enough for a first. That's a great way to start off the half. All right, first and 10 from the plus 33. Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Handoff to Cook once again. Gonna get to about the 29. Yeah, no, they did not lock in the first half. Although the final drive of the half was pretty solid. But no, they're going to need to really lock in the second half, especially against the ground. All right, second and 6 from the 30-yard line. Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Allen going to play action and look to throw. Pressure coming, stepping up and has space. Gonna take it himself and trying to fight his way. And gonna be stood up near the 26. Third and 3 coming up. Okay, New England's been doing a good job at containing Allen. Oh, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, have yourself a game. This is what is that, his fourth touchdown? My God. All right, third and 3. Allen in shotgun. Back to his right. Three receiving options to the right. Going to keep it himself left side with space. First down and more. Inside the 20, the 15, the 10, and out of bounds near the 6. Okay. First and goal from the 6 coming up for the Bills after the scramble from Josh Allen. And the Bills are another team where if they just used more designated QB runs, they might have more consistency to their offense. And that 20-yard carry is an example of it. Handoff up the middle on first and goal can get inside the 5 to about the 4. All right, 12 minutes to play in the third. Allen under center, back behind him. Three receiving options to the right. Going to play action and look to throw. Allen rolling right, passing right, caught by Dawson Knox, and he is in. Touchdown Buffalo. They cut into this deficit on the opening drive of the half. Okay. As the extra point is up. And it is good. All right. Solid way to start the half. That's unfortunate. Yep, add commercial break. What's this mock draft? Perhaps. I knew that was going to be the response. uh, just perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, there's still a chance. I don't know, but the Texans are playing fantastically right now against Arizona. So that's a surefire thing there. Tennessee plays the 49ers today. Yeah, that's going to be pretty ugly. It's still that commercial break. Wait, did I say Lamar Jackson is 7 for 9? He's 7 for 9 passing. They're really shifting around with their offenses right now, huh? And I really haven't had the ball that much, it seems. I still like commercial. Just coming back from a commercial break. Yeah. The Giants are down by what, that 15 to Washington right now. Yeah, that game is ugly. Although it's not Marcus Mariota doing the work with that. He's only 5 for 11 passing. All right, the Bills had to send this one down. We get to see New England. We get to see New England for the first time this half. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 2. Face up past the 20, 25, and down to about the 26. I think the more than just... Yeah, because the Raiders are also ahead of the Titans for that number 1 pick right now. And they're getting shut out by Philly at this point. I think the only way the Jets are really screwed is if the Raiders get the first overall pick. Because there's no shot they don't go quarterback. Marion shotgun back to his right, gonna hand this off for Henderson up the middle, and he's gonna lose about a yard up to the 25. Yeah, that was definitely a game where can't have much going forward. But who do the Raiders? The Raiders have a tough schedule rest of the way, right? The Raiders and Giants play each other week 17. That's gonna be a fun game. May under center, back behind him, gonna play action and look to throw. Pass right side, gonna be caught to about the 30, caught to about the 28, 29 for Stephon Diggs. A third and relatively long coming up. Yeah, 3rd and 7. All right, 10:20 to play in the third quarter. May in shotgun. Back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 7, May looking to throw. Bills send 5. Pressure coming, and May is sacked. Back at the 20. And it's a 3 and out for New England to begin the half. It's Matt Milano getting home. And this is where the Bills comeback could happen. That's a big time forced 3 and out there. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from about the 20. Makes one man miss. Space pass to 25 and out of bounds near the 30 for Khalil Shakir on the return. Bills will start from there. And we head to commercial break. That commercial that showed on that game just reminded me of something. How is... When did they play one? Since he fell off again because the offense is finally starting to slow down again. Burrow got back. They were hot for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. But then eventually the offense was going to slow down. And it would be up to the defense to make some plays. And they just haven't fully been able to. Hey, they're so 8-1. Fuck. They play next in 2 days. Yeah. Cincy's offense went one major factor is T. Higgins is out this week due to concussion. So that's playing a role because Burrow is without one of his better targets. The other side of it is simply the ground game has been an issue for the Bengals since Joe Mixon left, and they haven't really found an answer for it. Like, it's going fine, but it's not, like, exceptional or something you need to really plan for. So with T. Higgins being out, they're able to put a lot more attention onto Jamar Chase, and that causes the offense to stall. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Eagles are up 24-0 right now against Kenny Pickett. All right, Allen under center. Play action looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Has some time. Pump faking and just going to throw this one away incomplete. Bills got a touchdown at the 2-minute warning of the first half. New England, they got a field goal to end the first half. And then the Bills scored on their opening drive of the second half, and the Patriots went 3 and out. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 10 from their own 30. Allen looking to throw. Has some time. Pass right side, going to be caught with space. Past the 45 and down near the 47-ish. That's Joshua Palmer on the reception. And a fresh set of downs for Buffalo. It's somewhat falling apart. We'll see. We'll see as the game progresses. 8.5 to play in the third quarter. Allen under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and there's space past midfield to the plus 48-yard line for James Cook. A 2nd and 4 coming up. Yeah. Again, the Bills are just a much better second half team than they are a first half team. So it is just simply we're still early in the second half. So it's that's playing a factor. Allen under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Allen rolling right. Passing right going to be caught with space. First down and more past the 45, past the 40 to the 44-ish. Jackson Hawes on the reception. Yep. Again, a 21-0 comeback happened yesterday in college. For South Carolina State against Prairie View A&M. South Carolina State came back down 21-0 and won in overtime. That was a great game. Like South Carolina State is like my non-FBS college, really. I like most of FCS, but South Carolina State I have a soft spot for. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, gonna get about 8 up to the 31. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Second and 2 coming up. Allen under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Allen with some time. Dump off right side, caught by Ray Davis. Has space past the 25 to 20 and out of bounds near the 16, 17-ish yard line. Yeah. I was going to say out of bounds at the 18. Yeah, but second half Buffalo was a completely different team than first half Buffalo. If they can just play a full 60 minutes. But that's been an issue with them. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Play action looking to throw. Allen with some time, rolling left to buy more. Trying to find space, a shovel pass out of bounds, incomplete. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 10. It's crazy that Josh Allen is only 10 for 14 right now. It feels like that he's been playing a bit worse than he actually has been. All right, Allen in shotgun, gonna take it himself right side on a designated keeper inside the 15 to about the 14. Gonna make it a 3rd and 6. Either way, you can get it to a 1-score game after this, which you'll gladly take after how the game started. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence had 4 total touchdowns in the first half of action against the Jets. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. Man in motion left to right to make it 2 receivers to each side. Allen looking to throw. Has some time, trying to dance in the pocket. Pass, end zone is incomplete, a throwaway. Penalty marker down. Allen did like 2 complete spins in the pocket there, trying to find somewhere to scramble out of. There is penalty markers down. There's not been a lot of penalties in this game. It's been a pretty clean game, surprisingly. Considering the stakes in it. It is defensive hold-in. 5 yards and a free first down will be first and goal for Buffalo now. The Patriots defense got off the field. Then they kept themselves on the field. Oh, yeah? Yeah, the next slate has a ton of massive games. Allen to throw and first and goal. Pass right side gonna be caught by Kincaid to the 2-yard line. Because the Titans and 49ers is in San Francisco. So you can make that a 1 o'clock game. It has to be at 4 o'clock. Allen handoff up the middle for James Cook. Gonna be stood up at the line. Because yeah, you can't have an NFL game, a home NFL game. Yeah, it's all time zones. Because you can't have that game. NFL games have to start at either 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock if it's not a primetime game. So you can't have a game in San Francisco starting at 1 o'clock EST. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, gonna hand this off up the middle, and gonna be close. Think he's just short. Down to the inch-yard line, about half-yard line. 4th and goal coming up. It's close. And is Buffalo throwing the challenge? I agree that this probably should have been the primetime game tonight. At the same time, you do not flex out the Cowboys. It takes a truly bad matchup for the Cowboys to be flexed out of a primetime slot. Yeah, Buffalo's going to challenge this as he was ruled short. From one of the sideline angles, it looked like James Cook might have been able to sneak in there. We'll see. Yeah. But when flexing games, the owners do get involved. And Jerry Jones is not one to flex out, is not going to agree with that. Let me double check. No, what Jerry Jones is going to do is the fact that he has a ton of power in the NFL circles. He'll make any owner's life a living hell. If the Cowboys get flexed out, it's not by like a widespread majority. Jerry Jones is the most powerful owner in the NFL. So like a lot goes through him. Yeah, and that same logic of it's one game, why he's like, yeah, even if it's a somewhat mediocre game, if the Cowboys are in primetime, they're going to be in primetime. Okay, unless the game is truly a bad game, even like everyone can tell it will be a blowout from the start, the game's not going to get flexed out. It also doesn't help that both teams are still technically in the playoff race. Right. All right, after review, James Cook did cross the plane. We are an extra point away from a 1-point game here in Foxborough. Because you can't flex primetime games like that. Because also like NBC has a say in things as well. So like it's NBC is the one that like proposes flex games to the NFL. They then check with whatever network the game that was the game that they want flex is going to be on. It's a whole mess. Flexing games really happen because of how many pieces are involved. The extra point is up and good. It's a 3-point game. The one thing, like, yeah, Sunday night games get flexed out 2 weeks in advance, which is why the Dolphins and Bengals got announced this past week. So it's NBC, and then either CBS or Fox get involved about with flexing games, and it's a whole mess. Yeah, they draw massive amounts of viewership. Because again, the casual fan only sees the Cowboys brand. They don't really keep up with the quality of team that often. So they see the Cowboys are on, and like, hey, I know that team, and they tune into the game. So for us, like, yeah, when the Cowboys aren't great, it kind of sucks. It leads to a lot of bad primetime matchups. But for the NFL, they still have that brand in a spot that brings in a lot of attention. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 7, up past the 25, past the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and down to about the 40, a plus 45 penalty marker is down. Yeah, because the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are massive. They like if you put their show alone on a primetime slot, it would probably draw as many views as like what 49ers Titans is gonna draw. No, the Cowboys cheerleaders are massive. They alone bring in like probably 50% more of an average viewer base. And so it's a holding against the Patriots on the return. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 19. May in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Dump off left side. Caught by that's Stevenson. Past the 30, 35. Out of bounds to the 37. America's team is basically a joke to the NFL fans. But no, like, to just in a general, like, country wide view of it, no, the Cowboys are still very much America's team. There is a penalty down after the play as well. Refs are discussing 3:26 to play in the third quarter. Penalties against both teams on a play: a personal foul against New England and a personal foul against Buffalo. They'll penalties will offset since they were after the play penalties. It still counts. So yeah, there's Ramondre Stevenson for a solid pickup. Gain of 8. Yeah, gain of about 816 or so there. Ball on their own 35. May in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Dump off over the middle, going to be caught past the 40 to about the 41 for Travion Henderson. Oh, Shedeur Sanders just threw an interception. That's a tough one. Ball was tipped over the middle and picked. 2nd and 4, May in shotgun. A back to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Has some time. Pass over the middle is off the mark and incomplete. Dangerous throw. Luckily falls to the ground. 3rd and 4 coming up. Two and a half to play in the 3rd quarter. May in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 4 from their own 41-yard line. May looking to throw. Bills send 4. Pass over the middle. Caught by Diggs with space. Past the 45 and down to the 42. And we have a tied game between the Chargers and Chiefs. Yeah. Though I'm not sure what a redemption arc would look like for the Patriots. Because, like, there's not really a way for... there's not really a way for them to be like, yeah, we understand what it means now for some of these other teams. May looking to throw in 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And just going to throw this one away incomplete. Now, like, if their run of mediocrity lasted a bit longer, then yeah, there's room for a redemption arc. But instead, I mean, they're, close to 17 minutes away from winning the AFC East? Alright, 2nd and 10. May in shotgun looking to throw. Dump off over the middle is high and incomplete. How was that not intercepted by Jordan Poyer? Oh, that's how it was Jordan Poyer. That was gift wrapped to Jordan Poyer in gold tinfoil. And he did not have his eyes on the ball properly. Yeah, that's one that Poyer needs to come down with. Alright, 3rd and 10. May in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on the plus 43-yard line. Close to field goal range. In about another 7-ish yards. And there's a penalty before the snap. Going to be a false start against New England. Yeah. But I'm just not sure if that's actually the case, though. Because, I mean, like, even their own fan base right now is hyping up the fact that the Empire's back. Alright, 3rd and 15. May in shotgun back to his left. Looking to throw. Has some time. Stepping right. Pass over the middle is going to be caught up to about the 36. There is a penalty marker down, though. Hunter Henry on the reception is holding against New England. They're going to push him back some. 3rd and 25 coming up. Yeah, clear hold. Third and 25. May in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 25. Looking to throw. Bills send 4. Has time. Deep shot. Right side. And it's going to be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. Down to the 9-yard line. Trying a 50-50 ball to Mac Hollins, put a little bit too much into it. And Tre'Davious White, an incredible backwards diving interception. And the Bills are in business down by 3. We're heading into a commercial break. Yeah. You know, Jacksonville is just pounding it on the Jets right now. That game's ugly. All right, at commercial break. It'll be 1st and 10 for Buffalo at their own 9-yard line. Mahomes just got sacked on 3rd and 10. It's gonna be that game's gonna be the best game of this early. Actually, no, this game was gotten good. Or like things are quickly setting up to where the Chiefs can get eliminated today. Jacksonville and Houston are pretty much guaranteed wins right now. If Buffalo completes the comeback and the Chiefs blow this game, yeah, Houston's up 30-7 right now. Yeah. Again, it was gonna be pretty much a win-win for me today either way. The only issue is it puts a lot of pressure on Miami if the Bills do complete the comeback. Yeah, that game is pretty ugly. The Bills are just that good of a second half team. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. A snowball got thrown onto the field there. Man in motion, right to left. Allen, the handoff up the middle, gonna get in past the 10 to about the 12. Aren't contenders? Fact. Purely because I need to see them in the playoffs first. They've been one of the more complete teams in the league all year. I need to see them translate that into the playoffs for at least a game before I can say they're contenders. Because the playoffs are just a different animal. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Play clock winding down. You get the snap off as Allen looks to throw. Pass right side going to be incomplete. Overthrown and out of bounds. Looking for Brandon Cooks. 3rd and 7. 40 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. Broncos, I'm still uncertain on. I'm gonna say that they're not true contenders right now either. They get a little bit of an advantage over New England because they're set up to get the 1 seed right now, and that really helps out. But like I'm so ready to put my stake on Houston going to the Super Bowl. I am so ready. They're looking great. Allen in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Gonna look to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle. Wide open. Down to the 35. It's Dalton Kincaid. And that could bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. AFC, maybe Houston is the one true contender. I don't really see much else, though. NFC more so has the true contenders in the Rams, the Seahawks, the Packers, and maybe the Lions if they can get in. But I'm not sure on them. Yep, that's the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes remain. Buffalo looking to mount and complete this comeback. New England looking to hold strong and win the AFC East. We shall see. Houston right now is looking like the best team, and they're getting hot at the perfect time with their offense. Like everything is lining up to be Houston right now. The only thing is the potential to having to go on the road in the playoffs, or throughout the entirety of the playoffs, I should say. Because I don't believe Houston and Jacksonville play each other once more. Yeah, they don't. So Houston's gonna need to get some help from Indianapolis in that regard, and I'm not sure if that happens. I mean, Phillip Rivers might do something there. We'll see. Jacksonville also does have a tough schedule though, having to play Denver next week as well. Yeah. I don't think Jacksonville has the completeness of a team. They're still a really solid team, but they're too back and forth for me to buy stock in them. I would love that. I would love to see a first time Super Bowl winner. Like screw it, Houston and Detroit Super Bowl. I think that'd be great. As we're still at commercial break for the end of the third quarter. You're ruling out a fumble? No, there's an incomplete ruling. Talking about the Chiefs Chargers game there for a sec. As we're just coming back from commercial break. All right, Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Allen, pressure coming, escaping to his left, gonna take it himself. Past the 40 and sliding down near the 43. And he's a little shaken up after the play. Yeah. I'm excited to see what kind of run the Seahawks go on this year. Allen handoff up the middle for James Cook, gonna be just enough for the first down on 2nd and 2. Gets to the 46-yard line. I think if the Seahawks can just simply, if they can get the right matchups, I think they're setting themselves. I think they set themselves up well. Oh, now they're marking him short. Gonna be a 3rd and inches. A Texans Bills AFC Championship game would be fun. That would also be in Houston, most likely. And I think Houston handles that game. It'll be a rematch of what we saw on Thursday night a few weeks ago. But Myles Garrett's getting so close to another sack in that game. Come on. He's so close. Yeah, Oregon, any matchup that sets us up for a first time Super Bowl winner would be nice. Allen under center on 3rd and inches. QB sneak gonna be enough up to about the 47. Yeah, I don't think the Bills are built in or are a well built enough team to go on a deep run this year. They're too inconsistent. All right, 1st and 10, 13 minutes to play in the game. Allen under center. Back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion right to left. Play action looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle is high and incomplete. Looking for Joshua Palmer. Yeah. I mean, again, if the Bills storm back and the Chiefs falter a bit against the Chargers, they could be eliminated as early as today, which is crazy to think about. Yeah. And again, a Chiefs getting eliminated would just be insane ramifications. Allen in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 10, looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle, caught by Shakir, down to about the 45. Gonna make it a 3rd and short. It's gonna be weird. In much the same way that, it's just gonna be weird. I was gonna say much the same way that Brady not being in the playoffs felt weird after he retired, but even then it was kind of just like a finally type of thing. Allen in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw once again, dump off right side, gonna be caught. Makes one man miss, but forced out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. Ty Johnson on the reception. And the Patriots hold strong. It remains a 4th and about 3. It's a 4th and a long 2. And this is where the Bills' aggressiveness is going to be on display. This is a big time 4th down. With 11 and a half to play in the game. Foxborough is getting loud. Allen in shotgun. 4 receiving options to the left, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass deep over the middle. And it is intercepted, but there's a penalty. That's going to be DPI either way. And the Bills get 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line because of it. Refs are discussing this. I think as it sits is picked off by New England. His head never. Oh, there is a held head turn there. His head did turn. That was kind of always like the big differentiating thing there. Ruling on the field is a completed pass, actually. DPI will be declined. Khalil Shakir for 37 yards in his 1st and goal from the 8. All right, so Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Yeah, the Bills keep it. The ruling on the field was a completed pass by Khalil Shakir as Ty goes to offense. Allen, quick throw right side, going to be caught and brought down at about the 5-yard line for Jackson Hawes. Or is that... Yeah, it was Kincaid, okay. So 2nd and goal. Ten and a half to play in the game. It was a 50-50. When both guys have it like that, tie goes to the offense. It's a fine call. Allen looking to throw. Pressure coming. Rolling to his right. Pass in end zone. Tipped and incomplete. Yeah, probably should have. 3rd and goal from the 4. Yeah, Chiefs are eliminated with a loss, a Bills win, and wins from two of Houston, Indianapolis, and Jacksonville. So Jacksonville and Houston are going to do their parts in getting wins. It's going to come down to Buffalo and the Chargers to eliminate the Chiefs. 3rd and goal, Allen in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion towards the backfield. Pressure comes quick. Allen takes it himself right side. He walks it in. Touchdown Buffalo. They have erased a 21-0 deficit. If this penalty is a holding against Buffalo. 3rd and goal from the 14 coming up. Osiris Torrance called for the hold. Yeah, it's a clear hold as well. That's a game-changing penalty. Because it puts the Bills in an obvious passing down. All right, Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 10-10 to play in the game. Looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling to his right. Pass in end zone. Caught. Touchdown Buffalo. They find the end zone either way. It's Dawson Knox in the back of the end zone. And they have now officially erased a 21-0 deficit with about 10 minutes to play in the game. An extra point to put them up 4 and put a lot of pressure in the Patriots offense. All right, the extra point is up, and it is good. Comes down to Drake May and this Patriots offense. And we head to commercial break. YouTube be like that sometimes. At commercial break. Chargers just took the lead over the Chiefs. All right, at commercial break still, the Chargers just took a 3-point lead over the Chiefs. So if all of these current scores hold, the Chiefs get eliminated today, and Miami would need to win tomorrow night to stay alive. Which that was pretty much always going to be the case. But yeah. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Who knows? All right, just back from commercial break. The Bills set to send this one away. They have put up 21 unanswered points in this second half to take the lead for the first time tonight. Kickoff underway. Going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots will begin from the 35. And at some point, the Patriots themselves are going to need to get aggressive. Their offense has yet to make a stop in the second half. And now down by 4, needing 6. How aggressive do you get? Yeah. Just convenience. First time New England is trailing in the fourth quarter since the Pittsburgh game in week 3. Crazy. May toss right side for Travion Henderson. Trying to find space, bouncing out left side. Plenty of room past midfield. The 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Travion Henderson. One play, 65 yards. The Patriots retake the lead just like that. Travion Henderson now has 2 50-plus yard touchdowns today. And this Bills run defense is in shambles. They tossed it right. The Bills blocked up every single rush lane on that right side. And all Henderson did was just say, fine, I'm going to go to the left. And he was gone. The extra point up and good. 9:49 to play. The Patriots have the lead. Drake May was outrunning Travion Henderson for a solid 30 yards. And he laid a key block there. What is this game? What is this game? We're at commercial break. Where's Myles Garrett? Oh, he blew up that play. That's where he is. Oh, that's someone like him. Because a win gives Patriots back controlling the AFC East. Hell yeah. Travion Henderson is up to a solid 30 fantasy points right now. Crazy. The Browns have 3 first downs today. They're down 28-3. God damn Cleveland. Mahomes is sacked. Yeah. I'll take credit for that. 21. I'll take credit for that. Still had only a lone sack today. Yeah, I don't think he's getting it. All right, just getting back from commercial break. New England set to send this one away. Kickoff going to be returned. No, down in the end zone for a touchback to begin from the 35. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I mean, maybe Broncos defense will get you like 15, but not that much. Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Rolling to his left, launching one deep, left side, and it is incomplete. Had Brandon Cooks open, put too much into it, allowed the Patriots defender to work his way back over and make a good play on the ball. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hey, the Jets put up 20 points today. That's impressive. All right, Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Pass left side, going to be caught with space past the 40, 45, and down to about the 47-yard line. It's Ty Johnson on the reception for the halfback screen. 1st down for Buffalo. Clock continues to run. 9:15 to play in the game. Allen under center. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Hand off up the middle for James Cook, and get past midfield and down to about the plus 47. But the Chiefs are struggling. They just had like 5 penalties in a row. All right, 8:40 to play in the game. 2nd and 4 coming up. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left. Allen rolling right, looking to throw. Pump faking pass right side, caught by James Cook. And no, he couldn't. No, now the ball comes loose. Is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's 3rd and 4 for Buffalo. And Foxborough gets loud. Myles Garrett's got a sack. Allen in shotgun, and back to each side. Looking to throw in 3rd and 4. Pressure coming, stepping right, passing right, gonna be incomplete. No penalties, looking for Keon Coleman. And one came late. Refs will discuss. This penalty came in kind of late. We'll see what they rule it. It's DPI against New England. Gonna be 1st down for Buffalo. Yeah, there's a hand. There's some jersey tug in there. I get it. All right, Allen in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball now on the plus 32-yard line. So they're in field goal range to tie this game up. 8:13 to play. Allen looking to throw. Pass over the middle, going to be caught by Shakir. Going to get enough for the first up to the 20-yard line. Gain of 12. This second half has been great. All right, Allen in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, past the 15 and down to the 11. 2nd and 1 coming up. 7:25 to play in the game. Yeah, Myles Garrett sits 1 sack away from the single season record. All right, Allen under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle. That's a first down inside the 5, and James Cook is in. Touchdown, Buffalo. They retake the lead. And this game's going to come down to the wire. 6:48 to play in the game. James Cook is having himself an incredible game in this one. That is his 3rd touchdown? 2nd or 3rd touchdown, so having a great game. All right, the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Back to a 4-point Bills lead. Now let's see what New England has in store. And we head to commercial break. Yeah, this has been a great game. The first half was a bit rough, but no, this has been, the second half has really turned this into a great game. Yeah, they locked in. They really locked in. Chiefs are in a spot to tie the game against the Chargers. They're going to be facing a 3rd and 13 coming up. I'm kind of in the mindset of I'm willing for Miami to get eliminated tomorrow night if it means taking the Chiefs down with us. So if the Chiefs get eliminated today, I'm fine with Miami losing tomorrow night. Obviously, it depends on in the way they lose, but still. Mahomes just threw an interception. Mahomes is picked off at the 1-yard line. Oh. Oh, it's a real possibility now. It's a legit possibility now. Yeah, Buffaloes have 5 straight touchdown drives. Oh shit, theirs got picked off as well. Hey, this sets up for Myles Garrett to get the record-breaking sack. It's gonna come in an ugly game, but he pulled the Russ. Yeah, kind of. No, got one of these games I'm watching. Just showed Phillip Rivers warming up. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 1. Face up past the 20, 25, out of bounds to the 27. Again, I'll be live with Packers and Broncos at 4:25. We get to see how this one ends. The Patriots have 98 yards of offense in this half. God damn. May under center, back and fullback behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, right to left. May gonna hand this off up the middle. There's space past the 30 and down to about the 32 for Trevion Henderson. 6.5 to play. All right, May in shotgun, looking to throw on second and 5. Pressure coming and gonna be sacked back at the 25-yard line. It's Matt Milano, his second of the game, and a 3rd and 12 coming up. Yeah, Milano just bull rushing Trevion Henderson. Wait, did Myles Garrett do it? Or did he just tie it? Hold on. Myles Garrett has just tied or broke the single season sack record. May looking to throw in 3rd and 12. Has time, pass right side, off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Hunter Henry. The Patriots go 3 and out. I haven't seen anyone mention that yet. Hold on. It was a bobbled snap that Garrett is the one who touched down Caleb Williams on. No, is this as a fumble recovery. False starter in New England. Gonna make it a 4th and long before this punt. A 4th and 17. Punt comes off clean. Going to be taking a ton of Patriots bounces because out of bounds to 29. Is that a 2.5 according to ESPN? Oh, that number is before today's game. So, yeah, sitting at what? 21.5, 22-ish? 22.5? I think he needs one more. Nah, when you have all 3 timeouts and you're that far backed up in your own territory, punting away is the best bet. And you have to hope that your defense can make a stand. I mean, they've gotten the Bills to multiple third downs and multiple fourth downs in this half. Just penalties they've beat themselves through penalties in this one. Damn, Jaguars are up so much that Trevor Lawrence's day is done. Yeah, it's only a 4-point game as well. Yeah, there's no need to be that aggressive just yet. Who's there? Who's Jacksonville's backup then? Oh, Nick Mullins is in the game for Jacksonville. Okay. Yeah, it's garbage time. It's garbage time between the Jaguars and Jets. Chargers up by 3 with 9:40 to play in that one. Yeah, the Bengals are officially eliminated as well. They got destroyed by Baltimore, which I'm not surprised by at all. The Chargers might screw around and do it. All right, back from commercial break. 5 minutes to play in this one. T. Higgins being out. That's where it went. And plus them losing to Buffalo last week was just a mental nail in the coffin. Most of that team probably kind of checked out. Allen handoff up the middle for James Cook. Gonna get about 5 or 6. Yeah, it's 33-20 between Arizona and Houston. Hold on, there might be life, but not kind of. It's a 13-point game with about 6:45 to play. I mean, the defense is still pretty much there. Just the offense stalled out a bit. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff for James Cook, left side, gonna get about a yard, up to the 35. 4:15 to play. A big third down coming up for Buffalo. Yeah. Yeah, Myles Garrett's at 21 and a half sacks. He is a sack and a half away from breaking the single season sack record. Allen in shotgun, 4 receiving options to the right, 3rd and 4. Quick pass right side, caught by Ty Johnson. Met behind the line and stood up at the line. The Patriots defense makes their stand. It's a 3 and out for Buffalo with 3:25 to play. The Patriots will get the ball back with pretty much one last gasp. The Patriots are going to have one last gasp. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 15. Trying to find space, brought down near the 17. So the Patriots will need to go 83 yards to retake the lead. All right. What you got in you, Drake May? This is your moment. This is your MVP moment right here. May, alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Motion someone into the backfield. To his right. May, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side. Going to be a nice catch. Past the 20 to about the 22 is Mac Hollins on the reception. 2.5 to play in the game. They do not need to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. I would imagine they would want to. May in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw. Has some time. Step in left. Going to look to take it himself. And going to be maybe getting a yard. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. It's a 3rd and about 4. The Bills looking to hang strong in the division race and potentially eliminate the Chiefs, while the Patriots look to storm back and get to the AFC East. Gonna come down to the final 2 minutes. And you know what? With that, all right, there we go. All right, 2 minutes. All right, Texans still up 33-20. Texans up 40-20 now over Arizona. Jacksonville up 48-20. Commanders up 29-21 over the Giants. Chargers are up 16-13 over the Chiefs. Bears up 31-3 over the Browns. Yeah, because I rose my desk. I'm standing now. One good I've been sitting for a while. Kind of want to stand. And also, final 2 minutes in a tight game like this, might as well stand for it. As we're just coming back from commercial break. All right. Third and 4. May in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion left side into the backfield. 3rd and 4 from their own 22. They need a 26-yard line. May looking to throw. Bills send 4. Has time. Pass right side going to be off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Trevion Henderson along the sideline. And that ball was about 5 yards too deep. Yeah, but scripted takes into account the outcome of games. Main shotgun back to his right. 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Rolling right. Still looking. Pass is going to be tipped and incomplete. Turnover on downs for New England. And with 3 timeouts remaining, there's still a chance but it's getting unlikely. The Raiders are the first team to be shut out twice in a single season since the 2000 Browns. Crazy. If this Chargers and Chiefs game gets down into about 2 minutes by the time this game ends, I might stay live a little bit longer to see the end of that one. A field goal makes it only a 7-point game. It'll keep the Patriots in this. $151 to play. Ball on the plus 22-yard line for Buffalo. Oh, now they're bringing it down to a minute 47 to play. Allen under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Give up the middle to James Cook. Gonna get inside the 20 and backpedaling his way to the 16. Gonna make it a 3rd and about 4. And the Patriots call their first timeout. Again, depending on the reason behind missing the playoffs, might actually be better for some teams to miss them every once in a while. Again, a team like the Chiefs, where they've been to 3 straight Super Bowls, they need some time. They need some time to simply just get healthy again. You play that many games in the season, it takes a toll on you. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle for James Cook. Going to fight his way for about 2. Up to roughly the 15. 3rd down coming up. Patriots call their second timeout. No. Anyone who thinks the Chiefs are frauds only watch this season. You go to 3 straight Super Bowls, you're not frauds. Again, it's just the toll that many games takes on you is massively abundant. It's fine to have one season where you can have a decently long off season and get the body right. Third and 3, Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball on about the 14.5-yard line. It's a 3rd and a short 3. Play clock winding down. Allen, handoff up the middle, and that's the first. And that should do it. Down to the 11-yard line. Patriots call their final timeout with 1.5 minutes to play. $1:29 to play. The Bills should be able to just kill the rest of this clock. Ty Johnson on the carry. And now it comes down to if the Chiefs can hang on against the Chargers. There's about 2 minutes left in that game. It's 3rd and 1 for Kansas City. Mahomes handoff up the middle for Kareem Hunt, going to be enough for the first. They're about 5 yards shy of field goal range. That game's heading to the 2-minute warning. And now the Bills got to go to victory formation. So with the Jacksonville win, with the Buffalo win, as there's the kneel downs, and a Houston win as well, there's 2 minutes to play between the Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs have the ball. A loss and they're eliminated. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on and call the rest of that game as well. And because I'm staying on, I'm actually gonna schedule the other stream while I'm live, just because it'll be time efficient. There's another kneel down. 1 more is needed. And there's the final kneel down. Your final. The Bills hang on for at least one more week in the AFC East race. And now the ball is firmly in the Chiefs' court. We're at commercial break between the Chiefs and Chargers. All right, there's the official final. Yeah, that's a great win for Buffalo, and that's a tough showing for New England for all the not frauds claims that they had. All right, that stream is scheduled, and we're just coming back from the 2-minute warning between the Chiefs and Chargers. Comes down to this. Mahomes play action, looking to throw. Stepping right, buying some time, and gonna throw this one away incomplete. You choke away 27-0 by going again. Oh, Mahomes is down. Oh, Mahomes is down in a lot of pain. There's a holding penalty against the Chiefs. Mahomes is down and grabbing that left knee. Gardner Minshew is warming up. And the Chiefs have to call a timeout because of it. It's a hip drop. It's a semi-hip drop tackle. With the season on the line, it comes down to Minshew mania. But yeah, he's still down. Oh no, man. Yeah, Minshew warming up. Yeah, not like this, man. All right, he got helped up. Yeah, but he can't put a lot of pressure on that leg. It comes down to Gardner Minshew. It comes down to Gardner Minshew to save the season. Jackson Dart just missed a wide open Darius Slayton. All right, 1st and 20 after the holding on the previous play. A minute 53 to play. Chiefs have 2 timeouts. Minshew in shotgun. Back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. His first bit of action this season. Needing at least field goal range. Minshew to throw. Pass right side can be caught by Kelsey. Pass midfield, fighting his way to about the plus 45. To get those yards back from the hold and then some. Not going live with. I'm gonna go live with Rams Lions the same way that I'm live right now with Bills Patriots and also kind of Chiefs Chargers. The primary games are gonna be Broncos and Packers because I care a little bit more about the AFC and the Broncos have a chance to clinch a playoff spot in that. As Minshew quick throw left side caught by Rashee Rice, going to get stood up just short of field goal range as he ruled down by contact at about the 42. So like, a little more there. And also, I've not been hiding this fact. I'm a massive RJ Harvey fan. So I want to watch RJ Harvey play in a big time game like this. But I'm definitely going to have that game also just on, do quad box in it and YouTube TV stuff. So I'll keep an eye on it and we'll keep updated stuff with it. 3rd and 7. Chiefs are a yard away from field goal range. Minshew and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Clock continues to run. Minshew looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass left side. Wide open. Is caught for the first. Inside the 35 to the 34. It's Travis Kelce on the reception. 27 seconds remaining in the game. And the Chiefs will call their second timeout. Yeah, I would like change the graphics and stuff a bit, like the scoreboard, but I do not have a Chiefs Chargers one made. I kind of wasn't really expecting Minshew to actually pull some magic here. All right, second timeout called. 27 seconds. They're in field goal range for Harrison Butker. Minshew and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Minshew sometime rolling to his right. Still looking, going to just throw this one away incomplete. 20 seconds remain. As the Commanders hang on and beat the Giants. And we should be having 405 games starting, right? There's no 405, no just pure 4 o'clock games this week. All of them was 425. That's crazy. All right, 2nd and 10. Butker warming up on the sideline. Minshew and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. And with a play clock winding down, a penalty will be down here. Delay of game against the Chiefs. They're still in field goal range, but they have very little wiggle room to work. And yeah, having delay of game at that moment is tough. Patrick Mahomes has been helped to the locker room. Even if this game goes to overtime, is Minshew the rest of the way. Yeah, that was a tough loss for the Patriots. They really did blow that game. I mean, they couldn't move the ball in the second half. Tough. Minshew and shotgun looking to throw in 2nd and 15. Has some time. Pass in left side. Gonna be intercepted! Minshew is picked off! And the Chiefs have been eliminated from the playoffs with 14 seconds to go for the first time in a long time. The NFL playoffs will not feature the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Chargers become the first team to sweep the Chiefs in the season series since 2014. I mean, I've been saying that I feel like the Patriots were a young team pretty much since they started this massive win streak. And that I want to see them in the playoffs before I truly say if they can go all the way with it. But they have a great foundation in place. Next year's gonna be a great year for them. All right, there's the final kneel down. The Los Angeles Chargers get the win. So with the Chiefs' loss, the Bills win, and wins from Jacksonville and Houston, we enter the 4 o'clock slate of games with the Chiefs eliminated from the playoffs. And speaking of the 4 o'clock slate, I'll be live in about 10-ish minutes for the Packers and Broncos. Hope to see you all there. If not, have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.